So I was gonna intro this video talking about how I hate that it's still a dot on the screen here, even though I've already made the first purchase. But I've already recorded 5 minutes of this current video and didn't realize that my mic was muted the whole time. So let's just get right into the video.
They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do it 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer. Can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTSS, RPG, or maybe even MMO.
Howdy, and welcome back to another video for Hero Cantare, whatever the hell this game's called. So I need you to hit those like and subscribe buttons as we be posting that content, people. Yeah. Alright, so today we're going to talk about a few tips and tricks that's going to help you understand a few things, probably help me understand a few things. I probably won't be able to get the excitement that I had when I found out some stuff, but we're going to talk about that stuff in a bit. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. People, subscribe. Why? Because we be talking about these mobile games over here on this platform. So it might be something, might be a game that you like, might be a game that you're playing, might be a game that you're curious about, that you might want to know something about, and I might have that content here for you. So make sure you stay tuned for content for these mobile games out here, because that's what we do. Alright, so the first thing we want to get into is the shops, because there's various shops throughout a multitude of areas in the game, and there should be a nice little button like up here somewhere, if you can see my mouse up here somewhere, that takes you to like all of the shops, so you don't have to be scouring trying to figure them out and find out where they're located. Alright, quick tip. I didn't know like the little chat button that you can actually move around. I found out when I was playing the game on my tablet, because it was like right here and it was annoying because it was in the way of a lot of things. So I threw it up here because this was like the best spot that it wouldn't cover up most of the things that are important on the screen. So I threw that up there. So quick tip for that. So the first place we're going to go to find a shop is our forge. Because alright, here in the forge we have the Boss Artifact Workshop. Now this is not going to be anything that's important for you right off, because you need them big boy mats that you get from fighting the big three. And they give you big boy items that give you big boy gear, that's going to give you big boy stats, that's going to power you up, and you can do that big boy damage. Yes, exactly. There. And next we're going to go to the portal, where you're going to be doing a lot of your summoning. And here in the portal you have a few little shops. Outside of the summon, you have at the very top the summon equipment and the dimensional store, where you can pick up some of the essence that you use to summon, some of the other essence that you use for powering up, as well as the hero shards that you can use for powering up. You can only get shards for heroes that you currently have, not ones that you don't have. Simple as that. Then down here at the bottom shows the list of your shards, as well as next location we're going to go to is over here to the world, where most of them are going to be but in different spots in the world. So we're going to go here to the bottom right to the exchange shop that has a few shops that you can buy some stuff from. You have these gems, and I might use the other video footage, I guess, because I was going to delete it, but I probably use the other video footage just to show you the gems that you can buy from with your gold here and get some of that. You got arena tickets and shards and stuff that you can get and all of that. Then you can just click over here and go into some of the other places where you can get some shards. Then you have the daily shop here, where you can use your gems to buy gold. Now this one was one of the ones that I didn't know where it was you can buy the gold, like, and I mean they don't give you that much of options for buying gold, but I mean it's good enough. Just spend, I guess, what else, and get the gold. And then you have other means where you can buy tickets for some of the different content that you do as well. Plus your dimension shop here that is a little better than the other one, where you get the essence, but you get these other essence and also recall ticket that you can use to recall some stats for units that you probably didn't want to build, or you built but you wanted to recall them because you want to put them in something else. So stuff like that. So I'm going back out of this one and go over here to the pop-up store, where I'm not going to spend anything to level it up, even though right here in this corner to the left, you can go in here and you level it up, and when you level it up, the items in the shop gets better. So these are the ones that we have in here. I think mine was like level 3 before, and then I just leveled it up, so that was a thing. This is where you just get more items that you can use to progress and level up, I guess, as you may need things. I think I might want to grab this. We're just gonna do it anyway, because I want to get somebody on that set. So yeah, you got that. Now we're gonna go to some of the other ones. I'm gonna first go here to the hero dungeon. I think this has one. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, here at the bottom right. This one I didn't actually see until putting my notes together for this video in particular. So here we have the hero shop, where you can use these coins in particular. 'Cause I was always wondering, like, what is these damn coins used for? But it's here at the hero shop where you can go here and buy some things that you can use. SS equipment box. I might want to save up for that. Probably gonna be a while before I get there, but definitely something I'm thinking about. So yeah. Alright, so we got that one. I think the Dimension Crack got one. Nope, this is not the one that has one. No Dimension to Crack. I know the Dimension Gap is in one. At least I haven't chose one right now, because I'm waiting to get level 60. I'm almost there, so I can unlock C and get some of my final rewards in one of the event locations. So we're going here to the trials. Then you have this Grabbert store, which right now he's away. I never actually seen what was inside the store because I didn't pay any attention until coming up with this video, so I didn't click on this to know what goes on in here. So there might be some good items that you can get. Who knows? Might be some of the same stuff you get from the other places, which isn't bad if you can get some of the items that you need in multiple fashion. So that's that. So I believe that is most, if not all, of the hidden shops, because there's probably one that I forgot, but if there is, make sure you leave that down in the comment section below. Let me know if you found the shop that I missed, and so people can know, so we can share with the community, all that good stuff. So let's move on to our next session and talk about heroes. Throughout your summoning and playing, you're going to get a bunch of different heroes that you're going to probably progress, level up, do a bunch of things. I just want to kind of talk about the Awaken skill tree in particular. Just something simple and brief. The skill tree, you start out here with just the hero itself, and then you branch out in the different directions. But directly down right here is where you open up your relic slot, so you can get the extra relic boost stats and whatever the relic can give you to help your hero perform better. Below that one is the extra relic slot. Above you here are your passive skills, where you will get extra stat boost from the first one, and then the second one can give you stat boost as well as actual skill that can help benefit you in battle. Some heroes have EX skills, where they can get other skills that they can utilize to help in battle and do boost stats, deal damage, I guess recovers HP maybe. I don't know. Because I don't know everybody and all the characters and what they can do and perform. Some even have exclusive relics for certain characters. So you have your heroes with these exclusive relics that can help boost them and do more for them in the battle. So it all depends. Just go through your Awaken set and see what all your heroes have, because you probably don't even know. I was sitting in my guild's Discord and talking with some of them, and somebody was like, "Hey, Light has EX skills," and I'm like, "Yeah, he does." I'm like, you just gotta look and see what heroes have, and you'll see that you can actually do some other stuff, some cool things. All right, so let's move on. Now I want to get into the hero shards. We're gonna go here into our inventory real quick. Go, we are here at the top of the screen. Our hero shards in particular. Did it go back? Yes, it did. All right, please. All right. So yeah, here with our hero shards. I don't have as many as I normally would have because I had got rid of a lot of them. But your hero shards is going to be used for a few different things. Oh, see, look at that. You can go to the dimensional store from here. You can click on them, and then it gives you an option here to utilize them to give you memory shards. So this is a hero that I don't use, don't plan to use, don't care to use. So I'm just going to throw all of that. And then it goes over here and it shows me how many of them that I get here. So let's say, for instance, like if I didn't use my buddy Coon here, pop that up, and then we can get the higher tier ones because he's a SS. For everything, I believe 8 and below will give you that, and then the ones down here in the middle, the purple ones, you get that from S's. So we just click on, yeah, there we go, click on that so we don't do that, and we can salvage, get some of those. All right, so we get more. So this is another way you can get those outside of summoning at the portal, because that's the main way you're probably going to get them is through summoning at the portal. You get a bunch of those where you're going to utilize those to level up your skill tree. I'm having a little lag here, so it's taking me a minute to get through these menus. But you'll be utilizing that to level up your skill tree on your heroes. Once we stop lagging all over the place, we can get in here and I can show you a bit of what some of it looks like, because we got a few things we're going to do with those. So say I click on this skill and it shows I need 30 of them, 30 out of my 2 something. Like the same here, it still show you how many that you get plus the other shards that you will need for them. For that one, you see that you need the S grade skill shards, and then for some of the other skills you need the SS grade skill shards for. But also for some of these skills, it up here at the top, you will see that it requires 6-star hero in order to be able to get this skill unlocked. I think I have somebody where they're that far over on the tree where you can actually see it. It might be my no name. Let's check. I think it's her. Yep. See, I have this unlocked already, which you need 4 stars to be able to get that. But I can't get this because she needs to be 5-starred to get this skill in particular. So you'll notice that with some of the skills, like even to get her relics, you need to be 6-star to get that. So you'll notice that in your skill tree, you have to upgrade, because that's the only thing your stars do. You don't get stat boost. You don't get stat boost when you upgrade the stars. You just to get to unlock more in your Awaken skill tree. So now I want to talk about your team placement, the way they are placed in battle, because that is very important. You have a front row and then a back row. Generally, your front row has 2 slots, your back row will have 2 slots. But as you go into the harder content, your back row opens up 2 extra slots. So you can add in 2 more heroes to your team. But generally, your team is consistent of 4 heroes. Now, in your front row, this is pretty much the heroes that's going to absorb the most damage unless you're facing things that target the back row in particular. But if they don't have skills that target the back row or AoE skills to hit your whole team, all attacks will go into the front row. And most importantly, whoever you have in your first slot, like I have my no name here in my first slot, this is your main tank. No matter who they are, even if they're not a tank, they are your main tank, and they're going to be the ones that's going to be targeted the most. They're going to take the most damage. And generally, the rule of thumb is your main tank is going to take the most damage. Then the second tank, whatever, is going to take damage afterwards. Let's say, if they kill off your main tank, then the second one will be damage afterwards. If this person dies, then generally the person in the third slot would take the damage more so, and the person in the last slot would take the last bout of damage. Now, this is not set in stone or anything like this, because the enemy can attack anything at random depending on what the AI has set for them. But just the general rule of thumb, that's how the enemy are perceived to attack. So, yeah. Hope that makes sense. The last thing I want to talk about is back here at the summons, and I believe I mentioned this already in the video, but I can't stress it enough, is to summon often, because you're going to need to get more shards, to get more materials, to boost up your heroes, and to get more shards, to get more materials, to boost up your heroes. I'm saying it twice because as you get the shards for the heroes you use, you're going to use that to boost up those heroes in general. As you get shards for the heroes you don't use, you're going to scrap those shards to get yourself memory stones to boost up the heroes that you do use. So the more you summon, the better. So right now I'm waiting until I can get just enough more so I can do a 10 pool. I'm going to do the 10 pool and get as much as I can off of that, and continue to summon on the second banner with Kun and BM Bound, so I can pull more Kun and Bound shard pieces if possible. Hopefully we get some stuff for Light and No Name as well, because that's my main team for the most part. Possibly Clitters. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope these tips and tricks is been helpful in some kind of way, and if it did, make sure you smash that like button. Link to our Discord where we talk about the games we play will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Feel like you want to be a supporter, help the Gamer Dude 2088 platform grow, then become a patron, because that will be greatly helpful, and you'll be able to see exclusive content once we start doing the exclusive content. Because I got some things planned I'm working on, taking me a while, bullshitting for the most part. But once we get there, you guys that are patrons will have that first. Yeah, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because we do mobile gaming content, and you want to see these mobile games as they come out, because we're going to be presenting a lot of different games going into the future, all of that good stuff. But until then, this is your host, Gamer Dude 2088, signing out, saying much love to all of you guys out there in the community. Don't believe everything you hear in the mainstream media, because they be on that BS. I'm telling y'all, they lying out here. We are cute, and I'm out. Deuces.